vision. When I feel slightly calm, it gets hard to breathe, and I see bright dots in my vision. Nothing I do is enjoyable. December 19th, 2011.
Holy shit. When are you doing Spider-Man? So hopefully soon. Shit, maybe by tomorrow for real. Only 13 days left, man. I know. That is sick work. I'm so happy I met Tia through you, bro. Wow. Yo. How am I supposed to? And you, of course? Well, thank you, I guess. Yo, what the hell? It's smart of them to bring back the old map. The game's there right now, has been there for a while, so trying to get everyone back with nostalgia. Bro, if they bring back the old map as like winter time comes, that's perfect. Winter break with Fortnite old map. The thing is, it's gonna be old map with the same tryhards though. So like the people that are like, oh, like the old map is not gonna be the fix to all the issues. I somehow avoided all major spoilers. I need to buy the game and play this shit, bro.
For over 2 years.
I haven't seen any spoilers either.
Every single way. Not one night have I slept normal since I feel like I'm trapped here. I've been able to block it out for a while now, but I realize what's wrong, and it suddenly becomes unbelievable. I'm desensitized in every way now. People say
it apparently got leaked, like by very, very reliable leakers.
October 29th, 2010.
Holy shit. Yo, he's actually a yapper.
I feel all the time that I'm living in my own reality. It seems
I'm waiting for you to play it on stream. Are you talking about Spider-Man?
No, I'm certain it's not. At first,
I'm gonna see if I can get it by tomorrow.
Like to do, but then it changed to the point I saw no reason for anything, and everything became boring to me. I feel at times completely disconnected, and as if I can't live like a normal person. When I think about my future, think about how I'll barely remember my mother and father because I have an altered memory, and also have been unable to think of them due to the 10 things I think about nonstop all at once. Visual snow.
What you watching? Reddit's most disturbing stories. Catch my most admired old map. Yeah, apparently Fortnite's bringing back the old map.
To myself from post-traumatic stress disorder or something similar. But
I played Mortal Kombat 1 the other day, because my friend has it. Yo, that game is fucking insane. Like, the kills are wicked.
I've had 2 medicines mixed, Divo Pro X and Topiramate.
The Vroel playthrough, that's gonna be peak.
Like
you played what? Mortal Kombat 1?
I remember how it was before, and remember that I felt like it before. It is all recall.
It's pretty good, I can't lie.
Chemistry change? I have this detox program that can fix it. May 12th, 2011. I always feel as if I'm not there, completely depersonalized.
Oh my
Mentally, I
gosh.
experience fog, lack of comprehension at sometimes. I feel like my life is a movie, depersonalization, depression, no interest in activity, constant thoughts of suicide, crazy thoughts, delusions of grandeur, anxiety, poor self-image, poor social skills, no emotion.
Fuck.
Nothing has a point to it. When I get home, I'm mean to my
I miss all the good streams? No, I didn't play it on stream, don't worry. I was just playing it at my friend's house. That game is so violent. I love it, yeah, it's violent as fuck.
And along with the depersonalization, I can say and do whatever I want with little remorse. Everyone hates me pretty much. I'm an asshole.
Holy
Went
fuck.
to school with a murderer. In this story, the interesting bit
Went to school with a murderer.
Judo knew the murderer. They share their details in this post. The murderer in question was Kyle Dube. The user said that when they were in elementary school, Kyle Dube, who was an older boy then,
why does he look like that?
would yank their pigtails hard and pretend they were in elementary school. Kyle Dube, who was an older boy then, would yank their pigtails hard and pretend they were a horse he was riding. Also, Dube brought knives to school and threatened classmates and pulled a knife.
Do you have to play with 2 fighters or is there a solo mode? I don't know. But when all the rounds that I played, I had to pick like a second backup thingy.
Want to grow after school once. The school did,
but I'm not too sure.
The user and other classmates felt uncomfortable around Dube. He eventually moved away. Years later, they learned that Dube was arrested for kidnapping, duct taping, and murdering a girl named Nicole Cable after letting her out of her house via a fake Facebook profile. The point of the post was that it was sick learning about the murder. Given their history of being harassed by Dube, the only caveat to this story is that there is no way to prove that the Redditor is telling the truth about their relationship with the murderer. The only truth is in the reference to a real case that happened. I went to school school with a murder. So when I was in elementary school, one of the boys a few grades ahead of me was Kyle Dube. I was 2 or 3 grades below him, so I didn't have much contact with him outside of recess. In the Foursquare line, he often made it a point to stand right behind me and yank on my pigtails as hard as he could, whipping them around under the pretense that I was a horse and that he was riding me. He also used to bring knives to school, would sometimes threaten some of his classmates with them whenever they did something to make him angry. And at one point, actually pulled one on a girl after school out behind the school.
Yo, he's about to fucking kill her.
I don't know. But my school, being very small, was not known for being on top of the disciplinary side of things. There were a number of small things, the hair pulling, and just the general way he acted, that led to me being uncomfortable whenever he was around. I wasn't alone in this regard. Former classmates have also expressed feeling uneasy in his presence. To my relief, he ended up moving away, and none of us heard anything from or about him for a number of years, until one day he shows up on the local news, having been arrested for the murder of Nicole Cable.
Rest in peace, Nicole,
Facebook profile, lured her out of her house, kidnapped her, duct taped her, and left her in the back of his dad's pickup truck. His intention was to pretend to find her and be the hero. When he went back and found out she was dead, he dumped her body in the woods and covered it in sticks. They found her about a week later. I was in school.
Wait, so he didn't even kill her on purpose? How the fuck did he kill her then? Hold on. He kidnapped her, duct taped her, and left her in the back of it. She probably died. Could she not breathe? Was it too cold? How'd she die if he didn't do anything to kill her?
Office because I felt so weak, sick, and shaky. It's very disconcerting to think a murderer used to yank on my hair. He's going on trial in the next couple of days, which is what made me think of it. So to end this like everyone else does, Kyle Dube, let's not meet again. My former best friend is a killer. This Redditor, whose account is now deleted, shared an interesting story of having related with a
former best friend is a killer.
Real-life killer. They grew up in Detroit and were childhood friends with Patrick Selepak in 5th grade. They lost touch when they, the storyteller, moved away at age 15 or 16. Story of having related with a real-life killer. They grew up in Detroit and were childhood friends with Patrick Selepak in 5th grade. They lost touch when they, the storyteller, moved away at age 15 or 16. In 2006, Patrick murdered a pregnant woman named Melissa Barrels and her husband Scott in their home.
What the fuck?
Patrick was helped by his girlfriend Samantha, who tortured and killed the couple. They then fled to Flint, Michigan, where they had killed another man who tried to turn them into the police.
If your best friend kills someone, are you snitching? No. Well, it really depends on the circumstances. It really depends on the circumstances. Actually, it depends on the circumstances in the sense that, it has to be, a really fucked up kill for me to snitch. If he killed, if he killed somebody for just, that's none of my business, bro. That's none of my business. Unless it's it really depends. It really depends. Unless they plan on a serial killer, then no. That's what I'm saying. If he really on some serial killer planning shit out, that shit kind of weird. Nah, it really depends, bro. At the end of the day, it's none of my business. I don't, but now I sound like a fucked up person. I don't know, bro. I've never been in a situation like that. So I can't speak on it.
Arrested and convicted of the murders. They are both serving life sentences with no parole. The Redditor recognized Patrick as his childhood friend when they saw the story in a TV show about murders in 2009. Similar to the previous story, there is no way to prove the Redditor had the relationship they claim with Patrick. However, it counts for something that their post was based on a true event that happened. My former best friend is a killer. I grew up in Detroit, Michigan. When I was in the 5th grade, I started going to a middle school named Dorothy Fisher Magnet Middle School. It was there that I met Patrick Selepak. We became really good friends very quickly. He was smart, funny.
What's his video even about?
Looking and kind-hearted.
Reddit's most disturbing stories. It's just weird stories off of Reddit. I grew up in when I was in the 5th grade. I started going to Dorothy Fisher Magnet. We became really good friends very quickly. He was smart, funny, charming, good-looking, and kind-hearted. Yeah, so was a fucking goddamn Ted Bundy. Or so I thought.
We were best friends until I moved out of the city of Detroit and attended a different middle/high school. We lost touch when we were about 15 or 16 years old. I always wondered what happened to him, and I thought of him often over the years. In February 2006, I heard about the murder of Melissa Barrels and her husband Scott.
I have a question.
What's good? Down the road from me. Melissa was 10 weeks pregnant. Patrick befriended Melissa after shopping at the
he killed a pregnant woman and her husband.
grocery store where she worked. He wanted more out of
3
the
life
relationship than
sentences.
just friends. He followed her home one day and convinced Melissa to let him and his girlfriend.
How the fuck do you want more out of the relationship than just friends when she's a married woman? A pregnant married woman, you fucking moron. My friend is in New York and I'm wondering what she should do. Is she looking for like touristy things to do, or is she looking for just like calm things to do? Like actual like, because like obviously she can do like the touristy New York things. Oh, Times Square. Oh, Statue of Liberty. Oh, fucking whatever. Goddamn Empire State Building, shit like that. But she could really like just go to some like low key spots. I think calm things to do. I mean, either way, I mean, I think she should still go to like Times Square and like see things like near Manhattan. Because I mean, even if she doesn't want to go like fully touristy, she can still like, there's good eats and like good like family owned like hole in the wall shops. I had Raising Cane's for the first time in Times Square. It was so busy. Yeah, how was it? LCS. Why didn't you email? Cause bro, you don't need those spots. The world doesn't need to see you.
And Samantha come in.
You don't need those spots. My recommendations for you to, my places that I recommend for you to go to. My dungeon.
Patrick befriended Melissa after shopping at the grocery store where she worked. He wanted more out of the relationship than just friends. He followed her home one day and convinced Melissa to let him and his girlfriend Samantha come in and hang out for a while. Patrick had guns with him. He hit Melissa in the head with the gun and knocked her to the ground. He proceeded to strangle friends. He followed her.
Wait. He wanted more out of the relationship than just friends, but this nigga has a girlfriend too. How the fuck does this work? But what did LCS say about it was really good, but the fries are trash? Nah, the fries aren't that bad, but they're okay.
Her home one day and convinced Melissa to let him and his girlfriend Samantha come in and hang out for a while. Patrick had guns with him. He hit Melissa in the head with the gun and knocked her to the ground. He proceeded to strangle her with a belt. He convinced his girlfriend to help him because it was, quote, taking too long for her to die. During this, Melissa's husband came home. He was hit in the head with a
Fuck. I'm not gonna lie, that boy said it was taking too long for her to die, and he was trying to strangle her with a belt. That says a lot about your strength, my boy.
gun and then locked in the bathroom while Pat and his girlfriend finished killing Melissa. Once she was dead, they turned their attention to Scott. Samantha went to CVS and got duct tape, syringes, and a few other things.
Samantha went to, okay, hold on. Samantha went to CVS and got duct tape, syringes, and a few other things. They tried injecting bleach into Scott's veins? Yo, these niggas are sick in the fucking head. That did not work. Scott was tortured for about 4 hours before he finally succumbed to his injuries. Pat and Samantha moved the bodies to a back room. They wrapped them in painter's plastic and duct taped it. They covered the bodies with a tarp and then they left.
They tried injecting bleach into Scott's veins to kill him. That didn't work. Scott was tortured for about 4 hours before he finally succumbed to his injuries. Pat and Samantha moved the bodies to a back room. They wrapped them in painter's plastic and duct tape it. They covered the bodies with a tarp and then they left. Melissa's parents called the police to do a welfare check when she didn't show up for work. Police found the bodies under the tarp in a room the Barrels were decorating for the baby they were gonna have. Patrick and Samantha fled the Barrels' house in their car. They had also stolen the couple's personal documents so they could assume their identities. Somehow Pat and Samantha ended up in Flint, Michigan. They met a man at a gay club and he offered them a place to stay. They stayed with him for 3 days before the man saw the news and tried to convince Pat to turn himself in. The man walked outside saying he was going to get the police himself. Patrick flipped out and shot the man in the back. Pat then walked up to the man.
How the fuck would he... That's on him, I can't lie. How are you going to have 2 fugitives in your house that you see are on the news because they killed a pregnant woman and her husband, and they tortured him for 4 hours, and you're gonna tell him, oh, I'm gonna get the cops myself? Bitch, obviously he's gonna fucking turn around and shoot your stupid ass. Why would you do that? How do you set yourself up that badly? McDonald's has a floppy, soggy fries, the best, huh? Where I live, we only have the worldwide big known restaurants like McDonald's, KFC, etc. Which sucks because I want to try some Chipotle. I need me some Taco Bell. They all be looking good as fuck. See, I mean, Taco Bell and Chipotle damn near like big and known too. I'm surprised they're not in other countries as well.
Man and shot him in the head. Pat and Samantha wrapped this man up the same way they did the barrels, and they put his body in the back of the.
Hold on.
Man's pickup truck and covered it with a tarp. The next day, a friend of Samantha's called and asked Sam if she could give her a ride to a job interview. Samantha said they would. Before Pat and Samantha got to the girl's house, she saw on TV that they were wanted for murder. She still let them pick her up for the interview. They drove the girl to the hotel.
Yo, people, bro. Oh my, how are you this stupid, bro? Like, come on, bro. Just zero awareness. How do you see on TV that they're wanted for murder and you still allowed him to pick you up?
Where the interview was. She asked them to wait there for her because she wouldn't be long. As soon as she got inside the hotel, she called the police.
Called the police.
When police
Okay.
arrived, they restrained Patrick and Samantha and found the body in the bed of the truck. Patrick and Samantha are both serving life sentences with no possibility of parole. Patrick and Samantha were featured on the ID channel show Wicked Attraction. The title of the episode is Single White Male, which aired in 2009. If anyone would like to verify the story, there are millions of links on Google. Their full names are Patrick Selepak and Samantha Bakinsky, ETA. I have added more backstory in the comments. I didn't realize how much I had left out. I just figured the story was long enough as it was. When I read things like this, all I ask is why? Why kill innocent people who did nothing to you? Why kill at all? Fucked up. I think he was pissed that she snubbed his advances. He liked Melissa and wanted a romantic relationship with her. She was happily married and just wanted Pat as a friend. He got really upset by that and he killed her, her fetus, and her husband. I really believe the motive was jealousy. Police have ruled the motive was financial. Police think they wanted to steal Melissa and Scott's identity. I don't really understand that situation. So he had a girlfriend but wanted something with Melissa.
I'm saying,
so he
bro.
convinced his girlfriend to help him kill the woman he was interested in. It seems so strange.
It makes no sense.
And convinced her to help once he already had assaulted Melissa.
It makes no sense at all, bro. Like, you have a girlfriend, but you want something romantic with another woman, and then you... How the fuck is... Like, why would the girlfriend help you kill the woman that you're romantically pursuing? But this shit makes no sense.
Okay, so I watched the episode, and they made it sound like he had manipulated her into it earlier. Basically playing the, will you still love me even though I'm fucked up card. Samantha must have been in pretty deep. Samantha met Pat through a phone chat line or something from my understanding.
A phone chat line?
When he was released from prison.
Bro.
After serving 10 years for robbery. She was overweight, not very attractive. She was infatuated with Pat. Her friends and family members have said that she was just in awe that a good-looking guy like Pat wanted to be with her. Her judgment was obviously clouded as she knew that he just served 10 years. Her first clue should have been that. Her second clue should have been when he was arrested for assaulting an ex-girlfriend by strangling her and putting sand down her throat.
Putting sand down her throat?
Whatever Pat said. She was not a victim at all. I personally believe she was just as sick and twisted as Pat was. She didn't know that Pat wanted a relationship with Melissa. She thought he was just friends with Melissa and her husband. Once they got to Melissa's house and Pat tied up Melissa, she helped strangle her. The bleach in the veins of the husband was her idea. She went to CVS for the syringes and duct tape. The police station
He's
was
actually
literally
a fucking monster
from
for
the CVS
that.
she was at. She could have went to the police station. She could have told the cashier at CVS to call the police. She had many opportunities to get help. She didn't. Melissa and Scott were not dead when she went to CVS. She is just as responsible, and I think the whole "he manipulated me" thing is bullshit.
Definitely bullshit. I can't stand down the throat.
Girlfriend with sleeping problems. The amount of times that my girlfriend has spent time sleeping has made me stop loving her.
Damn! The amount of time my girlfriend has spent sleeping has made me stop loving her? Yo, it's really an evil-ass world, bruh. That's fucked up. Okay, yo.
Sound awful, but you have no
What
idea.
the
She
fuck?
always slept more than me. That's fine. Lately, it's just been too much. She falls asleep at, say, 10 p.m., then wakes up after at 12 p.m. Some days, even after 2 p.m. Then she takes a nap like 2 hours later, or somewhere between 3 to 6
Wait. She falls asleep at 10 p.m., then wakes up after 12 p.m. Okay, so she sleeps for a good, like, calm little motherfucking 14 hours, okay? Some days even after 2 p.m. Okay, that's a lot of sleep. But I mean, okay.
Hours. I think my final straw was yesterday. She woke up at 9, then took a 6-hour nap at 11.
Then she takes a nap like 2 hours later for somewhere between 3 to 6 hours. Wait. Yeah, this is kind of crazy. Okay, so hold on. So she gets off. Okay. She falls asleep at 10, wakes up at 12, and then after 2 hours after she wakes up around 12, sometimes around 2, she takes a 3 to 6 hour nap. That's a lot. I'm not gonna lie. Like, that's 14 off rip here, 16 if we extend it to 2 p.m. and then combined with 3 to 6 hours. So that's anywhere from 17 hours to fucking yo. Nah, that's crazy. That's like that much time spent sleeping is a lot.
Waking up at 5-ish, cleaned for an hour, then took a 5-hour nap after that. She spent
Even
11
construction
hours of
niggas
her
don't sleep like that, and they got
sleeping. I'll
rigorous
get hate for
jobs.
this as well, but it's affected
14
our
hours
sex
be like
life.
when I
Every
take
time I say I'm in
edibles.
the mood, she falls asleep. I don't mean she says and not
I'll get hate for this as well, but it's affected our sex life.
tonight and falls asleep. I mean, she just falls.
She spends 11 hours of her daytime sleeping. She woke up at 9, then took a 6-hour nap at 11. Holy shit. Then after waking up at 5, she cleaned for an hour and took a 5-hour nap after that. She spent 11 hours of her daytime
falls
sleeping.
asleep. One time it was the afternoon we both had off and I suggested it. She was excited, went to bed, and I went to freshen up a bit. I came back like 3 minutes later and she was passed out. I get I'm not owed sex, but I'm having a dry spell because she just sleeps.
She falls asleep. I don't mean she says not tonight and falls asleep. I mean she just falls asleep. One time it was an afternoon we both, I don't know if I suggested it. She was excited, went to bed, and I went to fresh up.
I keep telling her this isn't normal and she needs to see a doctor, but she refuses. She says I'm controlling because I can't have her all the time. She seems to think it's normal for people to sleep 20 hours a day. I just stopped caring now. I can't leave her, but she makes me feel ignored for her bed. Edit. A few have hearkened on the sex life I mentioned. No, it's not my only concern. It was the most reoccurring pattern. We've had dry spells, some for 2 months, and there's no issue. She could say no, and I'd be fine. The difference is her saying no versus saying she wants to, then falling asleep within 3 minutes every time. There's other issues as well. She forgot to feed the cat, do dishes on her day 2, and has me cook almost everything. The difference is that those can be on and off, where some days she does.
Forgetting
and
to
others
feed the
she
cat.
doesn't.
Come on, bro.
Hi everyone. Even those hearing it on TikTok with gameplay in the background, I didn't expect it to blow up, but it.
Bro said even those hearing it on TikTok with gameplay in the background. Nigga got he got hit with the motherfucking Subway Surfers Minecraft obby fucking gameplay. TTS voice of doom.
I want to clarify some things first. We're both 28. I work full time. She had a full time job, but quit
Let's
2
go,
months ago.
Lemonade.
Since then, she had been looking for work, but the sleep issue started 2 weeks ago. My biggest mistake was mentioning our sex life, as people took it to mean I cared more about sex than her. It was the easiest thing to show how my frustration had built up. Obviously, I cared about her health too. I said before, we've gone for months without sex and I've had no problems. And even if we had sex, I would still be concerned. But I get how it comes off, and that was my mistake. As for the people calling me an asshole because I didn't take her to the doctor, what was I supposed to do? She's an adult and I can't make her go somewhere. Plus, after she called me controlling, I couldn't continue pushing since I was reminded of my ex who was. Also, a lot said I didn't care or was selfish. I was frustrated over what I was seeing and wanted my old girlfriend back. I wanted her to be better. You can say that makes me a horrible person if you wish. The update. I took some of your advice and first told her parents. You can't make her do anything, but they know now. I gave her an ultimatum. Get help or I leave. I made it clear I will not sit around as she sleeps all day. It's not normal and she needs help. I said I will help any way I can. Long story short, we broke up. She got mad.
Damn. Yeah, probably gonna make that. And they just broke up just like that.
Saying she was just more tired and it'll be fine. In that moment, I knew I I didn't love her anymore. How could I love someone who says I'm concerned and call me a manipulative asshole? It was her apartment, so I left. I called her parents again to let them know and to take her cat since I could not. I know I'll get hate, but I don't know what else to do. She refused my help, and I can't help someone who doesn't want it. I had to move in with my parents again. I feel like a failure. 28-year-old man stuck with mommy and daddy, all because he was too weak to make it work. I don't know if it's the right feeling, but it's how I feel. That's all. This is not normal, and she should see a doctor. Yes, she needs to start with a thyroid stimulating hormone check. I slept all the time, and it turned out I had thyroid cancer. She could also have hypothyroidism.